Welcome back to another Bolt tutorial. Slack has become the unanimous tool for communicating with stakeholders both inside and outside of your organization because it's so simple and easy to use. So what if you want to bring the simplicity of Slack and use it to interact with features on your website in real time? This is where Slack apps come in. In this video, we'll build two of our very own Slack apps and connect them to your Bolt projects. For this video, we'll use a social post generator, very similar to what was created in this tutorial linked above. Effectively, the user can ask questions about their career, initiate deep research, and then summarize a social post based on the research. After they've done this, they can copy the text and then post it to their social platforms. Let's imagine that you need sign-off from your social media manager before posting any of these to your social channels. Wouldn't it be great if we could share these social posts directly into Slack with a button in the interface? And then our manager could approve or deny it directly from within Slack? That's exactly what we'll build with our Slack app. Let's dive in. First up, we've cleared the context because we're starting a new feature, and here's our prompt. Add a button to each of the social post page on the right-hand side of copy called Share to Slack. It should send this social post text and the platform it's planned for into Slack using a Slack app. Help me configure this. Let's now put it in plan mode and we'll send this off. The research is complete and here are our clarifying questions. Should all posts go to one fixed Slack channel? Which I said yes. The second one, do you want the message to include the source research question and timestamp? I said just platform label, research title and text. And the third one, should I include a link back to the app? And I said, add two buttons to the bottom of the Slack message saying approve or deny. These tags should pass back to the social post card. We'll take it off plan mode and build. In the meantime, let's go to the Slack developer docs. Here we can click manage apps. As long as you're logged into Slack in your browser, you should see this, your apps. This is where we're going to create an app, and we'll build it from scratch. Give your app a name, we're calling it social post feedback, and choose the workspace, create app. And this is the page you'll become quite familiar with when building out a Slack app. You'll see the settings and the features with the ability to share to the Slack marketplace if you choose. For this, we'll just build an internal app so we won't worry about that. The agent's finished working and it's given us these instructions to now follow. Step 1, create a new Slack app, which we've just done. Now step 2, go to the incoming webhooks and toggle this on. So under features, let's scroll down to incoming webhooks. Let's activate incoming webhooks. And here is where we click add new webhook. Make sure the correct workspace is selected. And now we're going to choose our channel. I've just created a new channel called social posts. So let's use this and click allow. Scrolling down, we can see this has created a new webhook URL. So let's copy this. Back in Bolt, we'll open our secrets and let's paste that URL value for our Slack webhook URL and we'll create that secret. Next, we need to copy our signing secret. So let's jump back into Slack, go up to basic information. Let's show and then copy our signing secret, jump back into Bolt and create the new secret, signing secret, and we will save that. With both of those secrets saved, now there's one more thing to do. Let's go into interactivity and shortcuts and we'll toggle interactivity on. Here it is, interactivity and shortcuts on. Jumping back into Bolt, you need to pay attention here. It's also saying we need to set the request URL to your Bolt database /functions/v1/Slack interactions. So to get this your Bolt database URL, come into our code base and we're going to click on the .env file, which exposes our Bolt database URL. Paste this into the request URL, jump back into Bolt, copy the second half of this and paste that at the end. Now we have our full request URL and we'll save these changes. With that done, let's test it out. Social posts, we now see the share to Slack button. Let's click this. Now jumping over into Slack in the social post channel, here we can see new X post for review. It's included the research report that this X post was summarized from, like we asked for in the plan, and it's also showing the copy that was generated for this post. Now our social media manager can come in to the social post channel and either click approve or deny. Let's click approve. Jumping back into Bolt, this social post has now been approved. Let's try this again. Scrolling down, we have LinkedIn. Let's click share to Slack. After we've shared, notice the tag now says awaiting review. We'll jump back into Slack. Here's our new LinkedIn post for review. This time, let's deny it. Jumping back into Bolt, we can instantly see that this has been denied. Under the hood, this is using real time, so we don't even need to refresh the page. Sometimes the Bolt agent may build it out without using real time, in which case simply prompt, please use real time so this happens instantaneously. And just like that, our first Slack app has been built, so we have real-time communication between our Bolt project and Slack. Now let's take this to the next level. This time, instead of selecting an action button inside Slack, what if we want to reply via a thread and see that text appear within our application? You're probably wondering why this may be relevant. Let's think about customer feedback. Typically, that'll get sent into our emails, which we have to look through and then reply. What we'll do here is we'll add a customer feedback widget, and as soon as a customer leaves feedback, it'll directly notify us in a Slack channel. We can simply reply in a thread and they should see their reply here. So let's set that up. Here's our prompt. Let's create another Slack app which responds to customer feedback. Add a customer feedback widget at the bottom of the sidebar. When a customer clicks this, it should open a modal asking for their email address and feedback. When they submit this, their feedback should directly display in a customer feedback Slack channel. Help me set this up. Notice we're asking the agent to explain how to do so. Let's put this in plan mode and let's build. We've answered the clarifying questions. We'll turn it off plan mode and let's send off the build. The agent's finished working. It's asking us for some secrets and it's also got the send feedback widget. Let's read through what it's asking us to do. First up, we'll create a new Slack app. Similar to before, in the app management dashboard, we'll click create new app from scratch. We'll call it customer feedback and select our right workspace. In Slack, we'll go ahead and create our new channel, direct customer feedback. Let's click next and create. That's step 2 done. Incoming webhooks, activate, add new webhook, choose that new channel and allow. We'll copy that webhook, we'll open our secrets, add our Slack feedback webhook URL, paste that value and create secret. Let's test it out. Send feedback. Here's our feedback and send feedback. We'll open Slack and now in our direct customer feedback channel, we have our new customer feedback from the email address and showing the feedback directly. Great, so part 1 is working. Now let's configure our response from Slack to display within the web app. Here's our prompt. This is working, but now I would like to respond to the feedback directly in Slack and have this response be passed on to the user via a new page in the sidebar called feedback. Let's plan this out and build it out. As a good rule of thumb, if you don't know how the agent's going to approach the problem, I like to put the agent in plan mode so you can see exactly its thinking before it builds it out. Plan mode is a great way to improve your understanding of the app architecture and what's going on behind the scenes. The plan looks good. We've answered the clarifying questions, turned it off plan mode, and let's build. The agent's finished building and now it's asking us to do a few more steps within Slack. Step 1, configuring the bot token. So under OAuth and permissions, add the chat::write scope and copy the bot user OAuth token. So here we are in OAuth and permissions. Down in bot scopes, let's add that scope, chat::write. It's added that and we'll copy our bot user OAuth token. We've pasted that value in here and we'll create the secret. Next up is we need to get the customer feedback channel ID from Slack and save it. To do that, select the Slack channel, then click on the name. This opens up a modal. And if you scroll to the bottom, it shows the channel ID. Let's copy that ID and we'll create that secret. Next, we need our signing secret. That's found here in basic information of the Slack app. Under signing secret, click show, copy that, and paste that as your signing secret value and create secret. Finally, let's come into our event subscriptions, enable events. Similar to the previous Slack app, it's asking us to add a request URL, but it's not being specific enough with the function endpoint. So let's ask the Bolt agent to clarify this. For what is the full function endpoint? We'll go into plan mode and send. It's provided that URL, so let's copy this. We've pasted that in. We can see it's verified. It's also asking us to subscribe to a bot event, specifically the message.channels. Let's click this, type in message, and here it is, message.channels. With that done, let's save our changes. Note that back in step 2, it was asking us to invite the bot to that channel. To do that, go into the channel, type /invite. Here we can add apps to this channel. We'll select customer feedback. Now it should be good to go. The final thing to note is in Slack, it's saying you've changed the permission scopes, so you need to reinstall your app. To do that, we just click the link, select the right channel and allow. Time to test it out. Here's our email, max@gmail.com. Our feedback is less errors. Let's send feedback. Thanks for your feedback. Notice now we have a new feedback page. We can see that's been added here. And if we jump over to Slack, feedback has been received and it says reply in this thread to send your response back to the customer. Let's reply in thread. Here's our response. Thanks for the feedback. Agent V3 will be ready next week. Send, noting how much easier it is to reply directly in Slack rather than going via email. Now the moment of truth, jumping back into our app, and here we can see our response has been marked within the app. Thanks for the feedback. Agent V3 will be ready next week. So there we go. In this video, we've created 2 Slack apps, one to reply directly with buttons, and the second one to actually incorporate text feedback that can be seen within the app. If you're a fan of Slack, and I know many of us are, this workflow can save you time and energy. As always, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and good luck creating your Slack apps.